How you doing, ladies and gents? We have a new beer review for you today. A new beer in the NSLC. There's a whole shitload of stuff showing up in the NSLC this week. Go to your local NSLC and check it out. The winter gift packs are starting to show up very, very fucking early. Much more earlier than usual. There's a Bellhaven one with 3 different beers in it. Twisted Thistle is one we could always get, but they have a Bellhaven Scottish ale. It's not their best bitter; it's a different one, and their stout. And the stout also comes in draft cans as well, single draft cans. There's the new Innocent Gun winter gift pack. There's what else is? Oh, there's an old Speckled Hen one with the different hen beers. There's a bunch of new stuff. There's a Sleeman's Treacle Porter showed up. There is, I think, some Rare Bird beer showing up. The guy showed it to me while I was at the checkout. He's like, "You sure you don't want to switch this for something else?" I was like, "I don't have the money right now." If I knew there was all this new stuff showing up, I would have took a lot more money to the NSLC today, but I didn't. I just took $100, so I was kind of fucked. But what we're doing is one of the new beers. This is Temptation Red Ale from Boxing Rock, out of Shelburne, Nova Scotia. So yeah, this is basically their other main lineup beer, finally out in 6-packs. Says full-bodied and rich, sultry jazz singer in your glass, continuously hopped during the brew and dried hop after fermentation. Interesting. So water, malt, hops, and yeast. And it sits at 6% alcohol by volume, so a little bit bigger than some red ales out there. Looking forward to this, man. Love me a good red ale. But yeah, if you're in Nova Scotia, get to your NSLC like ASAP. There's some really sweet stuff showing up this time around. There's also like the typical shit too. There's like, your weird, like your big bottles of Grolsch, bigger bottles of Stella Artois, the bullshit Garrison mixed 6-packs that aren't worth the money unless you've never had a Garrison product before. Garrison Winter Warmer is back. Oh, wow. It's a pretty one. Deep amber, copper red color. Looks lighter on the actual camera, but it's close, very, very close to actual red. It's a very deep amber color. Nice finger of head there. A little bit off-white. Let's go right to the aroma. Cheers. Ooh. Well, you can definitely tell the continuous hopping and the dry hopping coming out in this. It does not smell like your typical red ale at all. I mean, I'm getting... Okay, scratch that, actually. It's just very hop forward. Red ales generally are not very hop forward. But this one is. I'm getting... at first I wasn't getting the malt, but as I dig deeper at it, I am actually getting the typical caramel, almost chocolatey, thick malt character as well, sort of coming up. I imagine if I let this sit and warm up a bit more, it would probably come out a lot more. But I'm getting this really floral, slightly grapefruity hop character. I imagine Cascade is what they got going on in this. That's what it smells like to me. They don't list what hops they use. I wish they would. But that's alright. It smells something on the Cascade side of things. It smells very good. It does not smell like a typical red ale, though. It definitely, the hop forward thing is definitely throwing me a bit. Cheers. Let's go right to the taste. Mouthfeel is a little bit lower than you usually expect for red ale. Usually red ales are high medium body to almost full bodied. But I'm actually getting the maltiness a lot more now coming out in the actual taste. It's about lower medium bodied, this one is, in the body. Big hop presence again. Totally expected with it being dry hopped and continuously hopped. I'm tasting the hops through every stage of the drink. It starts off with the malt, and then it transitions on right to the finish. But I'm getting those caramelly malts, but they're not as big. So honestly, for a red ale, how I understand the style, it doesn't necessarily fit that style to a T. So, if I was just judging purely on the style, it would probably get a bit lower of a mark, actually, because this is actually very close to an IPA or just a standard pale ale because the hops are so big. Nice drawing, again, floral, slightly fucking grapefruit. So it's definitely, I think it's definitely Cascade is what they got going on in here. Or something very similar. Very, very drying on the back. Very drying, and there must be more than just one hop in this, I think. I'm getting a lot of earthiness as well in the background, which is what I expect a lot more from red ale, by the way. I don't think I'm getting any of the alcohol. 6% is definitely a little bit higher than usual for one of these sort of things, and I doesn't seem to be getting any of that coming out. That's very, very good. That is very good. As a red ale, just strictly as a red ale, I could sort of take it or leave it, but just as a beer overall, very, very good stuff. It's not the best red ale in Nova Scotia, as far as I'm concerned. I think Sea Level still has that distinction out of the stuff I've had. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, out of the red ales I've had out of Nova Scotia, Sea Level still takes the cake. And if it was overall Maritimes, the stuff I've had, it would be Sea Level, then it would be Pump House, then it would be this, maybe. But as a beer, overall, you could call it a red ale, you could call it a really dark IPA, because honestly, that would fit as an IPA pale ale. Just as a beer alone, could use a bit more complexity, honestly, considering all the hops that came in. Maybe you expected a bit more coming out, but struggling here on what I want to give it. I'm going to go 3.75 out of 5. That's how high I'll go on this one. It's very, very good stuff. And 6-packs now in your NSLC. Get your ass to your NSLC and look for it. Probably not all NSLCs have it because usually they're pretty selectly like limited to where they can get their stuff out. Like every time you go in there, either you see Vickers Cross in the big bottles or it's gone the next day. So that'll probably be the same with this. It's still a very good red ale. Good food beer, definitely. I can see this pairing with pub food, fish and chips. Very, very well. So Boxing Rock Temptation Red Ale. That's going to get a 3.75 out of 5. It's very good stuff. It's not the best red ale in the Maritimes is out of the stuff I've had, like I said. But it's damn good. Just a good beer overall. So check it out, guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.